even if they do get some range here, he's gonna be dueling against both magical and physical damage from a distance. So either they double down here and go for something that can make them win the fight even more, or they try and balance this out and get some wave clear, something to stop them from suffering too much from the poke damage. Maybe the Edith and the Irithel. So this is still very much an all-in type of roster.
Last pick. Is it going to be XP or jungle? Or a crazy one, would it be roam? Because technically, the guy that can be XP, and then jungle X-Borg, and then it'll be a random different roamer. What's up right now? For XP, I guess the Benedetta is still... Alright, yeah, it is going to be the Benedetta in XP. Oh, man! Back to Rajayeba playing this ROM composition.
So no need just yet to really reveal any other special cards. It's the X-Borg, it's Benedetta. Unfortunately, the Faramis was banned out. But in the replacement of that, it's going to be a Kimi. This roster won't be as survivable, but at the same time, it's going to have a lot more damage built in, along with some more crowd control. You know, the Kimi can do way more annoying crowd control than the Faramis can. So for ONIC, this seems to be the same idea. Play the macro style, be responsive when it comes to the team fights, counter-engage, and they should really come out on top if all of those game plans come through. It's on Navi to really throw a wrench in their plans.
No pressure whatsoever coming into the Land of Dawn in this matchup against an uprising Sky Kings looking to find their way to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome you into game number 1 in this best-of-3 series between ONIC and NAVI.
Swash upon the jungle, Mr. Becky Shy and XP.
See how this goes, man. Becky Shy up on the EXP lane, now against Lutpi on the Benedetta. When it comes down to it, we talk about how Becky Shy is the more aggressive one, but against a Benedetta, you might want to be careful.
Oh, I'm not too sure if you want to stay for long. Oh, in the mid lane, Sans got... Oh, this is the Kimi skin, the Star Wars skin that was disabled. I guess you can play it.
Pretty cool. For all the Star Wars fans out there, the fact that Kimi's back into the meta, and this is the range advantage that we were talking about in the drafts with Sans on the Kimi. X-Magic not going to be able to do too much in the early game.
Uh-oh, first blood to Keyboy. Lutpi. Oh, he has Petri. X-Magic will decide to flicker away before he gets sliced and gunned down.
It's just the amount of damage overall when the Kimi is in the picture. You just have to respect it. Even if you really want to try and get that prio in the early game, you really can't match up to it. You gotta wait for until a bit longer. And now look at this. Immediately transferring that pressure from the mid lane to the other lanes here. ONIC playing it efficiently and just, you know, kiting back. They have insane kite ability here with the Kimi and the X-Borg. There's no need for them to really force anything.
And to top it all off, even if Navi are the ones that want to go for the force, that's 2 Purifies on Sans as well as Severo. So the 2 cores is not going to be that easy to take them down. Much more pressure on cars here in this game.
This isn't lore accurate Stormtrooper, man. They usually miss their bullets. He's hitting a bit too many.
That's true.
Well, let's see if the Lucas, the Naruto is gonna be lore accurate. Washer Paul already spotted by Lutpi here. ONIC, what's their move?
Uh-oh, 1v1 Naruto versus
a swordsman.
The swordsman.
Swordswoman.
Kyrie on it. Washer Paul not gonna go for the orange buff. Actually gonna be leaving it away. Could have taken it, but ONIC are gonna slow it down. Beaky Shy walks up. It's flamed on right there. He's gonna take a beating there with a primal wrap. Keyboy double taunt. Final blow from Kai. Naruto taken down. Sans landing the shots. PQ Shy taken down to the bottom lane. AOG from Keyboy. Oh no! He's beating into the flames of Kai.
That's value, value, and value. Triple V in for ONIC. Neutral objective, check. 3 kills traded in for a 0, check. And that's a 2,700 gold lead now for ONIC. The fact that Sans as well with a range advantage is able to get a lot of that gold shield in that mid lane is also super value as he's going to start being able to get more damage with the items building up. 12-0 again, Mirko, come on.
Navi Nation, y'all. Who's part of the Navi Nation?
Oh my god, that's brutal.
Mr. Pulong is, you know, you guys make a great combination.
That's my boy right there.
Hang on a second, Washer Paul taking the orange. Ooh.
Oh, Keyboy! You didn't have to do him dirty my goodness! Okay, there you go. He gets slammed down to the ground. That's punishment for you, Keyboy. You did not derail the Navi Nation like that, yo.
That was so dirty by Keyboy. Just by that skill alone, he was able to steal it away from Washipol, and now he's gonna have to function without the orange buff. Luckily, there's 46 seconds left on the clock for the next neutral objective, but man, ONIC really showing flair here in this game.
That's how you're supposed to really use winning lanes. ONIC right now have such prio in their lanes. They have the liberty to send Keyboy to sit in a bush for a prolonged period of time to potentially get the steal onto the orange. That's what you're supposed to do here. There's no need for Keyboy to do anything. So all what he can afford to do is sit in the bushes, get that information, go for the sneaky plays, and ONIC aren't really losing anything by him being allocated to scout duty.
Oh, bottom lane?
Oh man, Biki Shine hasn't gotten a single win in the trades, unfortunately.
Even in the mid lane, again, that pressure is really starting to show here for Navi. Gonna need a little bit more time to clear out that wave as X-Magic on the Valentina. 3 members already now on the neutral objective. That's 2 Purify still left. What is Kars supposed to do?
He has to try and get Kyrie, get someone that doesn't have a Purify before the fight even happens, but ONIC are pushing the pace. They're gonna make it a 50-50.
Final blow again. Let's see, Rectory Battle Wash Paul with the win. Kars got on the bad spot. It's gonna be the Tsunami Slam knocking him down. Keyboy with the Revitalize. Kyrie taking out Lippy. Phantom Slash getting him down. Shibe with a heavy crossbow right there. Oh, a shutdown 2 there. Meanwhile, Savero's looking for the kill. It's a triple for Shibe. Kars. Oh no! Uh-oh, that was a sacrificial play. Savero's looking for the kills now. Shooting them slowly but surely.
That was initially great for Navi, right? They won the team fight. ONIC was able to get the neutral objective. Wait, Navi? Did Navi get the neutral objective?
That was Washipol, brother.
Washipol! That was supposed to be super worth it for Navi then.
But no, it's actually quite equal. And all things considered, 3 kills onto Shive. We've mentioned it, but Shive has been able to perform at a very decent level here, even though the team sometimes isn't doing as well. Now with 3 kills, can he really do enough to be that main damage output? Because if he can, the X-Borg is strong, but with proper DPS, it might not really be as simple as that.
Yeah, despite the 3 kills, it looks like the Granger Savero is still holding on to that gold lead, almost 1k in gold. So it's a step in the right direction, but ONIC now with Granger on the Skypiercer, I think that's 1 stack to his name, could be and counting as we get back into the 6th minute of the game. Still a 3,700 gold lead for ONIC.
Well, if you look at the gold difference here, Lutpi has 1,200 gold ahead from Biki Shai, and I think he's the main problem here because there's no easy way for Navi to get him under control. Even if they want to expend some of the crowd control, there's the eye for an eye that Lutfi can use to deny that and even turn it back against Navi. So as long as he is exerting pressure, there's so many things he can do so that Navi are the ones pressured to make a mistake. ONIC can just send Lutfi on a split push mission and just kite back and just poke down the members of Navi. But look at this, Keyboy.
Oh, Keyboy wants a smoke, has Revitalize. Kars. Uh-oh, traps himself a bit there. Lutfi is looking for the angle. There's no Purify on Shiva's side, by the way. On Navi's side entirely, Lutfi can find a massive Petrify. That's gonna be a slam down onto the ground. The Petrify already used up, and that's gonna be Sans who secures it. Kai in the midst of it all still, and Sans is just landing all the bullets. X-Magic, final blow, but gets gunned down by Savero. Both Sans and Savero just having a field day. Kars ball and Lutfi dive, and BQ Shy will survive under the turret. Oof. As Savero walks away, but flamethrower man's coming in. He has his ult. Okay, he's not gonna go for it.
Yeah, but in the end of the day, still a 3-0 trade, plus ONIC picks up the neutral objective. San steals the purple buff away as well from Washipol. What initially was a 3,000 gold lead has now been increased to a 7,000 gold lead. That's the advantage that ONIC have been able to take time and time again. It's super unfortunate how these team fights actually go for Navi.
And man, the last Insanity trade here from Kyrie and X-Magic is just so interesting. And I dare say, since Kyrie uses it first, X-Magic always comes in, but always gets bursted down so that he doesn't really get full value from it. You almost wonder if it's better for him to actually go for a different ultimate, because the last Insanity, it really isn't being allowed by ONIC to actually be that impactful. They're not grouping together for that big explosion.
So what's the option though? Right? If they don't go for Last Insanity, do they go for, you know, Keyboy's ult? At this point, with being behind 8,000, do they really have the damage to look for an opportunity like that?
No, not really. I don't think so. Last Insanity. There's just so many ultimates that just dive in, dude. Like, Navi wanna... Usually, the strength of the Lucas is you can just walk in. You can go through, right? But it's the same for ONIC's lineup with the Benedetta and for... and what's great about the Benedetta, by the way, against Lucas is whenever you use skill 1, that's counted as a CC. You displace your enemies. If Ludwig pops eye for an eye, it's the Lucas who gets punished.
Yeah, there's a bit of skill involved in there as well. Look at this. They can't. There's no way for Navi to walk up. The purple falls to the hands of Severo, and now back to neutral, back to the void here. Both teams not really making any moves just yet. But Navi, wait, they're trying to go for something on the top side of the lane. The Lord is going to be taken for free.
Yeah, they know that they can't contest, right? I think they're looking for maybe a trade into the top lane, look for that tower, but that's all they can do right now.
Not even a turret Eterna.
Or hang on, might be
Let's
speaking
go,
too soon,
minions.
Mirko. It's going down. Going down. Ludwig.
No, Ludwig! He cleared it!
Ludwig saves the turret from destruction there.
Feels
Only one for Navi so far, so no
Oh.
control. Becky Shy.
Oh my god! That's Sonata! Savero! Sans! Look at him, he's playing like a Kadita!
That's a Sky Piercer stack, an additional one.
Oh boy, man.
Gee.
From range. Oh man, the goal difference on the main carries that need the damage, 2,000 more or less on almost everyone. Actually, might be 2,400 on average. It's going from bad to worse here for Navi. The Lord isn't even in the picture just yet, and they're already pressuring.
Oh man, holy defense already. 3 lanes gone. Now they can play in slow push with the next minion wave. Turret in the bottom lane definitely will go down with the Lord slow pushing slowly with the next wave.
If you look at the roster for Navi as well, the composition, they don't really have good siege either. It's really just on Shive to really kite back and clear out this Lord. This bottom turret should fall, but ONIC one more.
Watch the Paul force a skill 2 out of there. Keyboy's still there. Cars, no. Okay. If he went in, he would... Oh my lord, that is 2 Death Sonatas on Naruto, man. It might be lore accurate Sakura, but that is not lore accurate Naruto. Oh, they're gonna go for it. Look at this, they're just sieging it down. Oh, Navi. They're really just...
Oh.
There's no way they can do anything. Savera gets an execute. Oh, man. Cars brought back in. Final blow to the back from Mr. Ludwig gets taken down, but X-Magic will fall too. 11 minutes and it's a triple for Severo. 12,000 gold lead for ONIC.
12,000 gold lead for ONIC in 12 minutes. This one.